Thank you. Good morning.
But on our way back, we are going to use the modern path, which was constructed in 1937 over that side. So this is called the inner perimeter wall. It was mainly there to link women and men who stayed up there. So there used to be a guard. No cement. At first, I think the stone masons were not that educated enough, didn't have much experience. So that's why we have a mix of bigger and smaller particles here. But as you go to the great enclosure, they're almost of the same size and regular shape. So probably they had improved on how they used to make their stones. Well fitted. They are not moving. They are stable. But if they move apart, these conservators can actually use cement to keep the blocks together. Sure. Do you need my voice in the video? Shall I keep on talking?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. That's okay. The problem
You have a good voice.
When
You have a good voice.
Thank you.
Video.
Look at these walls, they are narrow.
Yeah.
It was a way of controlling people. If there were enemies, they could not go up there and attack the king in a big group. So everyone was supposed to move in a single file. And it was easy for these Shona people to attack enemies there. Because these people were obviously used to their terrain. They could actually rush, going up, going down.
Ooh.
Getting narrower and narrower.
Wow. It's really narrow. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, good exercise. are now on top.
So this is the highest you can go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I showed you this area from the museum. That's where they used to mount their sculpture, a Zimbabwe bird, for the king who was on power, like a flag to show the outside world that he was ruling. But after his death, they could actually remove the sculpture into the... There's a small cave over the side. So after the cave, we are going to come back. I'll take you right inside. You can see the height of this wall. What do you think? Around 9-10, all right? But when we get inside, we are going to see only this type of rock. It's not found here at Great Zimbabwe. There's a little bit of iron. So they used to keep it here behind the cave. That's where the furnace was found. So they could actually burn the rock in order to extract the little iron inside, and they could actually make hoes and other iron tools for domestic purposes. But besides being it a storeroom, if you look at it closely, naturally, probably it was a bit lower, and they decided to chisel it or to carve it so that the king could actually come and fit well, seated well, shouting over that side, calling the wife on duty, Miriam! And archaeologists, while moving around, doing some excavations, he retrieved or he found a big clay pot over that side. So it was used as a furnace. The chimney was directed to that cleft, so they used to burn alluvial gold here and some iron tools. Obviously, you saw at the site museum were made in this enclosure. So they found it like this, just because it's natural. Look at that big rock. Another side is also surrounded with boulders. And also
Really, really tiny.
for small people.
Nice spot. Finally up here. Hosanna.
Get inside, it's 20 meters going down. Then the length of the tunnel is more than 5 kilometers southeast.
Carved?
Yeah, no, it's a natural.
Natural.
Yeah. The valley, so that the outer wall. So if you look at their thickness, they're totally different. Some are 2 meters, 3 meters, and this one at the base is 5 meters wide. They also left holes as drainage system in order to drain water during the rain season. Water would actually did wave up. So if you can kneel down, you can peek through and see the meters that we have here. Right here is around 5 meters deep. You can actually see light at the end. So you kneel down. Actually look back. You see, it's a nice view. So the highest part is 11 meters. So only here on the eastern side, on our way out, the western part is not like this. It's a bit lower. So this passage was only used by men to come right here and circumcise boys. The inner part was for women, so that they would be given some lessons on morals and values. Right here, that's the tower. If you need a pic, you can actually
I will.
of the tower. But from this angle, so that is what you normally see on the internet about Great Zimbabwe. That tower at the center, and the shade was there for the younger platform. It was a nice seat for the queen, where she could actually sit and the house is all over. It's only that the houses went down. From here you can actually see the cave. So the king was very clever. He could see almost everyone from the cave.